Good morning. My name is Carla, and I hope you're having a good day here in Florida. I'm looking out my window, and I don't see a cloud in the sky. It's so beautiful. It's cool, crisp, just perfect out today. If you hear noise in the background, it's because I have grandchildren here, and I'm not going to tell them to be quiet. Grandma wants them to have fun while they're here, and they've probably already raided the refrigerator and are on a sugar high. So I just wanted to do a get ready with me, and I wanted to use this Pat McGrath palette. This is the Velvet Liason all matte Pat McGrath palette, and yesterday I used the mattes on the warm tone side. Today we're going to play with the mattes on the cool tone side, and the next time I record we're going to combine all of them. I'm also in another video going to do swatches and all that kind of stuff of all three of these palettes that were just released. So I already have my skincare on, and I already put my color corrector on and my Milani eye primer on. So we're going to play with that palette. I also am trying to get my thoughts on this new CoverGirl Lash Plumping Mascara. So the first time I used it, I wasn't impressed. I didn't feel like it did anything at all, just a okay mascara, and I felt like it smudged, and I don't feel like it's fair just to give a mascara one shot. Sometimes it takes a little while for the mascara to really get in its prime, so to speak. So I think that's all we have for introductions. Let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to use is a primer. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This one is the Liquid Glow Illuminator. I also have the Glotion, and I used that the other day. I believe this has a little more tint to it, so we're going to try this together on camera today. From what I understand, L'Oreal now has some new primers out. I've been looking at the reviews and deciding whether I want to purchase them. So you can see this has a little tint to it. Just put a little here, blend in with my fingers. It's giving me just a little color. It may have a light floral scent, but I really had to sniff hard. Yeah, this is kind of like a natural, almost like a temporary makeup self-tanner. So you can see that it gives you a lot of glow. That's really nice. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and put some clear eyebrow gel on these eyebrows. I'm not going to be using the Oma Beauty today. I'm just kind of exasperated with that right now. I have a couple of other brow products coming in. I'm going to try those. And I think I've given up on using the actual eyebrow pencil. And so I'm just going to go ahead and use the brow mascara from the Oma Beauty. I will probably purchase another one in a little bit darker shade to give that brand another chance. I'm going to go in next with my L'Oreal Age Perfect Foundation Balm. This is in Light 20. This is the consistency. It's very moussey. In my opinion, this is fantastic for mature skin. I'm just going to dip my BK101 brush in here, get a good coating, and you can see right away this will probably be enough to do most of my face. I wanted to give you an update on the combination I used yesterday, which was the e.l.f. gripping primer, and then I used the new reformulated L'Oreal. Look at how much coverage that's giving. My goodness. And the shade match for me is really good with this one. Anyway, yesterday I used the reformulated L'Oreal foundation over the e.l.f. gripping primer, and It didn't look good right away. It settled in as the day went by, but when I got home, I could not wait to wash that off. It felt so thick. I felt like my skin could not breathe. Have you ever had that feeling with a foundation? And I think it was that combo. I do like the e.l.f. primer and the L'Oreal under different circumstances, but that was not a good combo. And I felt like at the end of the day, I looked my age, maybe even a little bit older. I'm going to use the Catrice True Skin concealer. This is in Cool 010 Cashmere. I'm going to use a super light amount because this concealer can get away from me very quickly. I'm going to use my Angie Hot and Flashy with BK Beauty. What is this? The A506. And you can see how far this concealer goes, and I do not want a thick layer under my eyes. Right now I'm getting a medium coverage using this light, and I can get away with using a little less because I put that LA Girl Pro Conceal color corrector on. Very nice. Before this has a chance to take up resident in my under eye wrinkles, let's go ahead and put some e.l.f. Halo Glow under these eyes. As you can see, well, maybe not really good. It has a pinkish, peachish color. It's brightening under the eyes. It's a really nice powder for setting under the eyes. Just a little bit. All right. Those under eyes are all set. They're ready to go. Got some powder on my vanity. Today we're going to use cream and powder products, so I'm going to use Rare Beauty bronzer in Happy Soul. I enjoy the consistency and the tone. We're going to even do some nose contouring and jawline today. Not in a big hurry. I'd like to vlog later. There I go, knocking my makeup over. See how easy that blends out? Give the appearance of less of a double chin. Isn't that pretty? Those of you who have been watching from the beginning, if you look at my videos now, you'll see that I've been playing with thumbnails. I was up until after midnight last night. What probably takes a 12-year-old 5 minutes took me 4 hours. So I redid my thumbnails just to make the overall appearance more attractive. Put some captions in there. I think this is such a great shade for my face. Let's blend this bronzer. I think I hear UPS outside my door. That must mean the rest of my Essence order has arrived. I want to do a full face of Essence, and I was just missing a couple products that I really wanted to show you guys. All right. We're bronzed. We're also going to use a cream blush. For so long I wanted to try these Huda Beauty stick blushes. I got 3 shades. This is Proud Pink. It's super glowy, and it's pretty light, so I can go in with a heavy hand, but you can hopefully see how glowy this is. I wanted these for the longest time, but I just needed to wait for the right sale to get them. Putting this up a little higher than my bronzer. Just like that. So my goal this weekend is to start learning how to edit so that I can make my videos more concise for you all. I played around this morning with some free music from YouTube, having some difficulties, some technical difficulties with my YouTube Studio, bringing up my dashboard sidebar so that I can download music. So just working on things slowly but surely. Let's go in with our Anastasia bronzer. Bam, knocking over more stuff. This is Anastasia, and this is in Tawny, and I believe I'm going to have to say that this and the L'Oreal Infallible bronzers are my favorite. So we're going to set the cream bronzer with a little powder bronzer, just being a little extra today. Normally I would just go in with powder products, but it's a leisurely Saturday. Blend all of that down, get in front of the ears, since I'll put my hair down and then I'll get hot and put it right back up. That blended out super easy. Next product, powder product, Iconic London. This is a blush and powder duo. So we're going to use both of these today. Rose Glow is the shade. You see I'm using my e.l.f. Duo complexion brush for everything. This blush is very buildable, so you don't have to go in with a light hand. Since I already have pretty good pigment on these cheeks, I am going to go in with a light hand, but these Iconic London blushes, if you're a person who likes sheer or buildable, you don't like super pigmented blushes, then this would be a perfect blush for you. And a little bit of this highlighter right through there. Very subtle. Not too chunky or piecey. I like it that you have it all in one compact. There we go. That's pretty. Lips. We're going to use e.l.f. lip liner. This is that triangular shape, and this is in a neutral pink. Very slightly darker than my lips. Creamy. Oh, just drew outside the line. Next I'm going to go in with an e.l.f. lipstick. And this lipstick is in the shade Classy. I found this at Dollar Tree back when things were still $1. More of a bright pink color. And I don't want it to be too bright pink, so I'm just going to put just a little bit on. Lastly, for lips, this is the Almay lip gloss. It's super glittery. It's called Goddess Gloss, and I don't have a shade. This is a little darker than the e.l.f. lipstick. Love it. This is the perfect consistency. Not too sticky, not too runny. Perfect consistency for me. Next, we're going to go into our Pat McGrath Velvet Liaison palette. And as I said, we're going to go into these colors. One mistake I've been making, you guys might have noticed, is that I get confused when I'm looking here and then when I'm pointing there. So I'm trying to be careful. So we're going to go into these colors. This is going to be my first transition color right here. The name of this shade is Barely Veiled. I'm going to say it is a neutral leaning mauve-y taupey shade. Perfect transition shade. I could build this up to be really, really dark if I wanted to. But today we're going with a light touch. Had some of my leftover Milani primer kind of gunked up there. Just a little bit of definition. We're going to stay with the larger brush. We're going to go into the medium rose color shade here. This one is Midnight Mink. So this is a neutral rose. That's about all I can think of to describe this. It's a little bit darker and a little bit rosier. My grandchildren are playing with our Yorkie, and it's making me very happy. I love to hear my grandchildren laugh, don't you? I love it. And my dog, she's happy too. Can't wait to get out there and play with them. Papa took them for a golf cart ride, so things were quiet for a little while. But now they're all wound up. I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush. We're going to go into this deepest shade here. This is Voluptuous Rose. All right, Carla, focus on the makeup. Pretty. Building up very nicely. The grandchildren and the puppy are going to sleep great tonight. I don't know about y'all, but my number one goal from the time my grandchildren arrive until bedtime, if they're staying overnight, is to wear them out. Wear them out. They're not bored at grandma's. We have a golf cart. We live in a retirement community. So they're old enough now that one of them can reach the pedals. The other one can actually drive the golf cart now with just a little assistance. And that is what they love to do when they come here. They love, the youngest one sits in Papa's lap and he steers and Papa controls the pedals. The other one can drive now. Apparently there was a small mishap this morning that required ice and a band-aid on the leg. Grandma didn't ask too many questions about that. This is our matte look. Needs to be blended out a little bit more. It looks super blended here in front of me, but there, that looks better. You know we're not going to leave it at a matte look with me. So I pulled out another L'Oreal Brilliant Eyes Ombre Liquid Eyeshadow. It's a mauvier color. This is a color. Sorry, guys. You can see these little bitty writing. And we're going to pop this right here and right here. I'm going to get a shader brush today. Sometimes I just use my fingers. Oh, I forgot how pretty this is. It's so nice. Blending out really great. Doesn't dry down too quickly. Look at that sparkle. Ooh, I'm glad I chose this one. Very pretty. So we could just leave it at this, but we're not. I'm going to use a ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow. This is in Dream Lover, and it looks the same as the liquid L'Oreal, but you can see it's just going to amp it up a little bit. Oh, this iPad is not doing this justice. Super pretty, super impactful. Let's blend just a little bit more. Very nice. Really, really pretty. All right, eyeshadow is done. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Age Perfect powder foundation to set my makeup, and I use a super huge fluffy brush. This is the BK103, so you could really build this up, get a lot of coverage. I love to use it to just set my makeup. I really love the finish of it. I feel like it adds longevity also to my makeup. Now, something I've been almost dreading to do, I'm going to try to use a liquid eyeliner on camera. I should disclose that I've only once in my life used a liquid eyeliner, and that was an e.l.f. eyeliner. I just wanted to get a budget-friendly one to try, and the e.l.f. formula unfortunately was very difficult. So we're going to use the KVD. This is the tattoo liner. I've seen good reviews from this, and I received this as part of a gift set over the holiday sale. So we're going to try it. It's black. I made a mess right there. Since I made a mess, let's just do a wing. A baby wing. Alright guys, I can't believe how easy that was. Why have I been dreading this? Why have I been dreading this? If you get the right... Uh-oh, now I took it too far. I should have just stayed where I was, but that's okay. We're practicing, right? Learning together. Now, that wing is a little longer than this wing. Okay. My second time ever using liquid eyeliner. My first time ever using it on camera. I like the KVD. It's not perfect, but I am just so pleased. So pleased. I'm proud of myself too. Let's do brows. I'm going to use my e.l.f. I'm on a brow journey. I think I already said that. So e.l.f. has been pretty decent. I probably just need to sit down with a brow professional and just get it all figured out because they're just so light and they're very fine. That looks okay on camera, but in person, it really doesn't, you guys. It doesn't look that great. I'm going to use my e.l.f. brow gel. It's the tinted brow mascara now. That usually helps. I'm not making this mistake again. Before I put this CoverGirl mascara on, I'm going to set my face. This is the Milani Make It Last. I think this is my favorite. Really put a lot on there. Get my makeup sponge. Pat everything in. Makes everything as seamless as possible. Any extra product that's kind of laying on top of the skin gets rid of that. I think I can use some more blush. What do you guys think? Let's do it. My Iconic London again. Just a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Now this CoverGirl. Let me know if y'all have used this. There's so many new mascaras out right now. And I have several in rotation. And since mascaras don't stay good that long, I don't want to purchase anything until I know I'm ready to use it. And I feel exactly the same this time that I felt last time. It's a wet formula. It is a very large brush. You can at least see my eyelashes now, but I don't feel like it's doing them any favors. hope I'm not off camera. I'm not going to purchase any video equipment, lighting, cameras, things like that until I feel like I've mastered just basically the anatomy of a video. So, there's our finished look. Gonna go probably just throw my hair in a ponytail and get a comfortable shirt on and go play with the grandkids. And then after they leave, I'm planning on doing a Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and Ross vlog today. So stay tuned for that. I'll let you know if I see anything interesting that's worth your time to go shopping. Thank you again for staying with me. Don't forget